Zeke Black, where you at? Harlem Legend, what's good, boy? Zeke Black, where you at? I'm about to catch an Instagram body real quick. Somebody tag Loki Smoola. Let me talk to you, Loki. Let me talk to you, Loki. Let me talk to you, Loki. Zeke, where you at? Y'all can hear me? In the comment section, y'all can hear me? In the comment section, y'all can hear me? Let me tell y'all something, man. There's a lot of things going on in this world right now. So the last thing I want to do is talk about a dirty gangbanger. But as grown men, we got to take back our streets. As grown men, we got to take back our streets, right? When you call yourself a king, that means you a shot caller. That makes you that means you rule. A king is a ruler, right? Right now we got military. We got military going through our neighborhoods. And I'm going to do a live on YouTube real soon. But I'm going to give y'all just a little bit of a briefing, right? Now is the time for us to organize and get it together. But the number one problem we going to have trying to take back our streets is the niggas that's in the streets that's corrupting them kids. It's like when you watch Minister Society, you got Old Dog, you got the young niggas, and then you had MC8, that old nigga that was hanging around them young niggas. These are the niggas that's going to be a problem when it's time for you to take back your streets. And that brings me to the dude, Loki Smoola, right? See, this ain't about making disses and seeing who could be the most disrespectful. This is about a nigga that didn't love his own child. He went outside in his own neighborhood. What'd you say, Loki? You said they chased me out of my hood? No, they didn't chase me. They shot me. I went to the hospital. But in your hood, in your own complex, the niggas that live in your complex, they shot at you. You picked your child up. You used your child as a bulletproof vest. You used your child as a shield. Zeke, how do I I'm trying to pull you in on a live. Go live. All right, there we go. Did it go through, Zeke? Where you at?
Yeah, I'm right here, baby. I'm here. I'm right here.
Yeah.
Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Listen, man. I think it's time for the janitors, you know what I mean? The bus drivers, the truck drivers, yeah. You know what I mean? Like the teachers, the real men of black neighborhoods, and even the retired gangbangers. We gotta start putting our feet down and stop playing with these cocksuckers that's running around corrupting our children. Anytime you got the military coming into our neighborhood, the military and the orders that the military is being given. Listen, I watched the whole speech. When Donald Trump walked in to the audience, to the auditorium, all of the military remained silent because that's their way of saying they don't approve of him. The orders that they are being given, is so diabolical that even the top generals of the military don't want nothing to do with it. So that means as men, us men in Black America, we have to put our feet down and say, you know what, enough is enough. We gotta take back our streets, and
Yeah.
we gotta save our youth from what's to come. But we can't do that with niggas like Loki Smooler running around. If this nigga didn't love his child, why would he love our children?
That's a good. These are strong points, right? And we're gonna deal with the points here, right? Now, in real life, in our generation, they had mass incarceration. That's how they cleaned the blocks up. They started locking us up for the drug sales, and for dudes that didn't know how to read or write, they was giving them homicides and shootings. That a lot of them are coming off a peel off of because they copped out the weird sentences, weird turn on themselves. Now, what they're doing now is making changes where they're saying gangs are terrorist groups, right? And they're trying to say that the terrorism thing is this gang shit, so we're gonna start locking dudes up. So who would want to push gang culture? What man that lost a child to gang culture? You ain't gonna lose your child to it was accidental niggas you shooting and then your child got hit. It was on some G shit. We're gonna be men about this, right? You had beef with somebody, and you seen the nigga brother seen you, and whatever happened happened. Now the whole thing was, this is what I mean about gang activity, right? There wasn't a get back. You could say you spend for your niggas. Yo, I'm the most loyalist nigga in the world to my niggas. But if you ain't loyal to your fucking kids, you don't know what loyalty is, bro. It's the difference of being a fan and a motherfucking leader, bro. You know what I mean? If a motherfucker kill your child, them niggas lived in the fucking complex, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your get back was you mugged in on the train, beloved. How am I supposed to stand? How was the white man that we say the white man, the kosher vulture was more safe in your neighborhood than your own drop, bro? Don't tell me about me. I need to ask about you, beloved. You hear me?
See, the sad part about it is that
How can't be that serious, bro?
the nigga running around ego tripping like he really that nigga. I could never play tough or even talk tough after watching somebody have you ever seen a funeral for an infant? Have you ever seen an infant in the casket?
Yeah, bro.
We rarely see an infant in the casket. I got to watch, my first grandson passed away in the hospital about 45 minutes after he was born. And that funeral, actually watching my grandson in a coffin this big, a coffin. I don't see how niggas can be cool with a nigga that's still running around on gang time after he had to bury his child. Because his child, at 1 year old, his child inherited his beef. The nigga child inherited his beef at 1 year old. And you running around talking like you tough? I might have got shot in my neighborhood, but I called the wolves out. Nigga, your child got shot. Niggas didn't even respect your baby. You want people to believe that you the illest nigga in Nebraska when the shooters didn't even respect your baby. Nigga, you didn't even respect your baby. You knew you had beef, and you brought that baby outside thinking that them niggas wasn't gonna clap you when they clapped you and your kid. And now
Because
you running around talking tough?
Because nobody speaks about the innocent bystanders, as y'all say, the civilians. So we have to have a real conversation that's going to get some people upset to get to the total message, right? 13-year-old boy gets shot in the face because somebody else is getting shot at. A little girl sitting at the bus stop because some gang members that never shot a gun before have an ultimate shootout and 4 or 5 people died. The good father who supports his family, he gets shot by accident because some young boys are shooting at each other. But we don't have these conversations because some of us support gang culture. So by us supporting gang culture, we take away from that. That's nothing to talk about. But on some gangster shit, then we need to talk about this. The kid was a victim of some bullshit, bro. And at the end of the day, there's no spinning. See, the spin is there's no way I'm gonna be in jail. Now, I know niggas that went to jail and went gun for gun with niggas who killed their mans, the ops, right? So, but niggas just go to jail with niggas who violate their peoples and don't do nothing. No moves, no cuttings, no stabbings, no, yo, son, I'm the big diss. get him. That's what I'm saying. That's the picking and choosing. Leave these fucking streets alone, man. The streets never been fair anyway. I don't know where y'all get this logic from. Yo, La Haas, let's talk about this. When have the streets ever been fair? You know what I'm saying? When? You know what I'm saying?
Now you know what I can't. You know what? I can't even see the thing about it is I got so much integrity. I can't even laugh at the situation because
Yeah,
dogs
it's
just
real,
came on.
bro.
Dogs came in the comment section on my post and disrespected my daughters talking about which one of them sucked dick better. And I'm like, you know, I don't have to be disrespectful because it is what it is. Like dogs, your baby mother I'll never know what it is to hug that little boy she lost because of you. And then you still want the stripes. It's like the shit that baffles me about this dirty little rotten scoundrel, this little dirty dust bucket. He's a
It's
dust
sad as
mite.
hell, man.
The thing that bugs me out about him is that he wants you to give him stripes off of his child dying in Brownsville. He want to look like he's just like a notorious nigga off of his child's death, when in all actuality, nigga, you was the victim. And you picked your son up and use your son as a shield. That nigga said he's gonna make it home by any means necessary, but his child wasn't gonna make it home.
Yo, bro,
That
what
shit
we
is
all,
diabolical.
bro, my man, a good friend of mine just came home from doing 25 years. This happened in the 90s. His baby mother caught some beef with some Crips in Albany, New York. They were shooting. Then they get shot the corner up. Now listen, they shot the corner up where his son was at because they was trying to get the mother, but he got away. The give back was, yo, son, niggas tried to kill my son. My man did 25 years for that. See, he spun the block. He's because he knew what he signed up for. And he just came from doing 25 years because niggas tried to kill his drop. Know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing with this gang culture shit, is that go time is go time. We don't want more gang members. We want more businessmen. We want more people that's gonna read a book. We want more thinkers. They took the integrity out of life with these young stupid niggas. That's what they took out of it. So you get a voice like that goes, yo, my child was just a sacrifice to the game. There ain't no sacrifice to the game, my nigga. What the fuck is popping? What the fuck is popping? That's right. What the
Put it in
fuck
the
is
comment
popping?
section.
Put it in the
Put that shit in
comment
the comment
section.
section, man. What the fuck is popping
Look,
with these niggas,
I'm,
man?
I'm washing dishes,
I
man.
said dishes. Assalamu alaikum. My lights. I need lights. What's
Yeah.
popping? Yo, Chyna, what's your take on this crazy shit, man? You know,
Well,
just in general, man. Just, you make great content on live, Brim. Like, who the fuck wants to join a gang that a nigga keeps sending y'all on crash dummy missions? Like, the mental state of some of these grown ass men, bro.
yeah, it gets overwhelming. Like, we all felt a part of. We all was victimized on that. You
Yes,
know what I'm
yes.
saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't down the new generation because we all felt. Listen, we all did it. We all felt under
Yeah,
peer
yeah.
pressure.
Right, right.
So, but it just now we at a time where I'm seeing New York really standing on New York time. We
Yeah.
really on. Let's let Whack 100 and these West Coast niggas have what they created. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like, let's
yes.
find our own identity. Let's go back to what's wrong with us being Muslims and having knowledge of self, because that's what I was raised on.
Facts. Me too.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know, bro.
So I love to see what's going on. I'm loving to see what's going on, the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ain't confront, Hoke has brung a new outlet to these New York streets, man. It is what it is,
Yes, facts.
and it's a great conversation that's going on right now.
Yes. We
You
need
know,
that.
I talked to a lot of homies, they hit me, they was like, yo, even if I gotta fall back and pick it up later just to make it look good, I'm willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is something good. You know, we know what the gangs is for. We know the entrapment. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, niggas is tired of looking at time. You know what I'm saying? 50 years, 60 years. Matter of fact, the brother, I think today my wife was telling me when I was in the car, I didn't look it up. The dude Kazu from Florida, the nigga his father told on him, he just gave him life without parole.
His father sent him to jail, my nigga.
Yeah, his father told on him.
Come on, son.
Come on. Shit
But
that,
here, you know what, Chyna? I'm happy you
the
said
white, not pinpointing white people, but things that people who wasn't from our neighborhood was
Smarts.
doing, like perks and all this. We never was into that. It's like we took on that wave. Now we doing
But
shit
bring
that I'm
Relly
like,
up, you heard? You heard
I'm
how?
like,
Bring Relly up.
huh?
Now bring Relly up. He should bring Relly up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Relly, that's my young boy. That's my young boy.
Yes, young boy.
I didn't see Relly, but I damn sure see my nigga Smarts.
Smart was
I
good.
damn sure see my
Pop
nigga
was smart,
Smarts.
man. Shout out to Harlem,
Okay.
man. Shout out to Harlem, man.
Peace,
Hey yo, Smarts, man. Like we really need your intake on, right now. Yo, I saw the military. I mean, I seen the military
right?
get silent when the president came in. They tweeting Trump like they tweeted George Bush. Right now, the military is not filling the orders that the president is giving them. So right now, our youth, our communities have become public enemy #1 to the U.S. government. Our colleges is under terroristic threats from white militias. So our college kids are being threatened, and then our army. See, people don't understand. I keep telling them, regardless of what we think about the gangs, those young brothers are our military. If we get stripped
Yeah,
down and stripped away from our military, we are doomed.
right.
What's your take on it?
Okay. So first we got to realize like this, right? Um, Dracula drinks blood, right? Dracula drinks blood. So this ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Dracula drinks blood. Zombies eats brains. You get locked in a room with Michael Myers. Don't expect to come out that motherfucker, right? So, so, can anybody hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we know we know that the nature of the white man is to control, destroy, and divide. Okay, so when we understand the nature of the white man, we know that we're dealing with white supremacy, right? So that's just to make sure that the white man has all the power and control. Okay, so it's very very important for us to understand that we are in a time where we have to mobilize and organize more than ever, right? So our, the Bloods, the Crips, the Disciples, rap groups, blocks, we have to create coalitions in our own militias to prepare for what's going on. And if we don't get more focused on military mindsets, training, producing our own firearms, producing our own bullets, producing our own biochemical weapons, then we're gonna be in a position where motherfuckers could erase us.
Right.
When a race war jump off, they're not gonna sell us no ammunition, right?
Right.
We doomed. If when it hit the fan, we're not gonna be able to go to the gun store. All right, sell me some bullets. They're not gonna sell it to you. They're not even gonna let
Right.
you in.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important for us to understand the founding fathers. Who was George Washington? George Washington built the first spy network. Who was Paul Revere? Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson built biochemical weapons and also built artilleries. You know, when they were trying to get away from the British, them white motherfuckers was on it. So we just have to study. We just have to study history, and we're already in the race war. When the heat of the war, they're executing phases.
Yeah.
It's phases. So it's important for us to be very very mindful of that, and not get distracted and not implode, so to say.
You broke that out. You broke that down lovely. When you say we in phases, people got to understand. Like, you don't wait till they actually outside. Yo, there's some videos I just want. I got to start sharing with y'all because I watched some of them top them rednecks, the white boys,
Yeah, right.
and like, the way these niggas is talking is like, yo, they ready to go door to door. They just waiting for Trump to give them the word, and it's seeming like Trump is like this close to giving them the word. Who Trump was the first way around, who he was then, that first presidency, he was like one of the best presidents ever. Right now, he's showing his true colors, or he's showing who's really the president, which is that colonized overseas. I don't even want to name their name because then they'll take our whole channels down. But we know who we talking about. The
Well,
evil overseas
right. Well,
that's
son.
playing Call of.
Well, son. That's why it's important for everybody just to be aware of the executive orders that Trump passed. They
Yeah.
got rid of they got rid of DEI, right, which is diversity, equity, inclusion. All the police departments have military upgrade weapons. So these are laws that are just passed, that's been recently passed, right? So they got rid of the Minority Business Development Agency. They dismantled that. These are the current executive orders that Trump just passed. So they're already they're already preparing for what they what they want to do. Okay, so it's already happening. Like, it's happening now. So,
Yeah.
but the upside to this, right? Because we don't want to sound like all hope is gone. Man may plot, but the law is the best planner. In the end, the black man wins. So it's nothing to worry about. It's just, now, are we going to be one of the few collectives who have the nuts and the courage to fight this enemy how he needs to be fought?
I think we need to start bringing more awareness because like they're not really telling us how many bodies are being found hung upon trees throughout America. Not only that, there's bodies being there's women, black women. They're not telling the color neither, but it's black women being kidnapped and being found all over in the bayous, in the woods. Like there's a silent war going on right now. We have to really start telling our daughters and our sons, be careful. And even as men, right? You got to understand something. When you get pulled over by the police, depending on what towns you're going through, you got to understand something. When you see these brothers hanging in a tree, it's because they was pulled over by the Klan, who was basically in police clothing. And you think that you're going to the precinct, but you're not going to end up in the precinct. You're going to end up in the woods. So now you got to learn how to go live or let your people know when you're getting pulled over by evil because you're not going to
No,
make
no.
it home.
What's on? Not to cut your wisdom, but not only do we need to know how to go live, we need to start to
Huh.
fortify. We have to fortify our
Pull
cars.
Relly up. I'm gonna go down. Pardon me.
Yeah, we have to
You heard?
fortify.
Haas?
Yeah.
All right, copy.
We got to fortify. We have to start fortifying our cars. We have to start bulletproofing our cars. We have
Yeah.
to have military upgrades on our cars, so a traffic stop is not a death stop.
Never
Okay,
stop.
so
Facts.
right?
Facts.
So
Right.
we also have to learn how to drive our cars in a way that we can get away. So it's a combination of things, my brother. It's not just saying we're gonna go live. No, we're going live from a bulletproof car, right? And we're driving, we have defensive driving skills, so we know how to get away from those Klan members that's posing as police officers who's trying to make a traffic stop a death stop. And then we have the courage to run. We're not just sitting there, you know, oh, I'm pulled over, woo, 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 so I'm going to stop my car. Once I identify that you are not trying to, follow the laws, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. And if I and if I
Facts.
have to, attack you, if I have to fight you, I know how to fight the police officer who's
I'm
trying to follow
live.
me.
Yeah, because what's crazy. When I was younger, right? Because everything you're saying is like real time in the late '70s, early '80s. We were still on Black Panther principles, right? Learn about police, learn how them police stuff, learn to get away. Because the only white men where I lived at you seen was police officers, caseworkers, and cops. There wasn't a white 80% white. You know what I'm saying? So basically, right, what I learned from this is that we've lost those disciplines. And we got so lax that now, like you said, we have to get it back. Yo,
No,
bulletproof
but
cars.
God, but God, the most important thing is this. This is why I have a mantra. Only think about what you want. Forget about what you don't want. Never speak about what you don't have. Why? See, the slave consciousness wants us to live in criticism without solution. Wants us to live in sickness without cure. So we have everybody here. We all have major platforms. So now it's like, okay, check it out. only think about what you want. Forget about what you don't want. Never speak about what you don't have. We only highlight the solution. Well, our brothers like to buy jewelry, bottles, and Louis Vuitton sneakers. I know because I got a lot of Louis myself. Well, to bulletproof a car is the price of 2 pair of Louis sneakers, right? So, you know, we have to now execute a strategy that's going to benefit us. Hassan has a powerful platform. So believe it or not, a lot of young brothers watch Hassan. I watch Hassan, and we may learn some things how not to get our TV turned off by watching the brother.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
not putting yourself in a situation that because I'm telling you, it's so lax. These disciplines and this hip hop shit played a major part to it. And because I can see how because the algorithm changed and the people changed, but we have to get that back, bro. Little shit like integrity, like
Man, the biggest problem is like with the brother Relly, right? That brother courageously stepped up and dropped his flag. And then you got the ignorant niggas that want to challenge your brother for doing the right thing. And then when you look at it, it's just like some of these niggas is old enough to be this brother's father. It's like, when do we get these ignorant niggas out of the way in order for us?
Relly, listen, Relly, check it out. Now, look, Relly, you need to see, you drop, okay, this is my perspective on it, right? You drop the flag that represents destruction and pick up the flag that represents liberation, right? So, Crips and Bloods, those were our militias. They have a revolutionary foundation, right? So, we don't need our brothers to necessarily drop the flag for brotherhood. We need to drop the flag for genocide, but now create
And
a
that's all
new.
I was saying. Like, if the cops pull you over, 4 more people is considered a gang. We need to stop making negative gangs and start creating more positive
Right.
gangs.
Really. So listen, here's your opportunity. Because you had the courage to drop the flag of genocide. Now pick up the flag of contractor. You can be the first Crip to say, okay, this is going to be a contractor company, right? This is a fraternity, right? This is something, you know, because Jim Jones has seen an interview of mine, right? And he misquoted me. But that's my dear brother, right? And he was talking about, you know, the Bloods and this is the fraternities. We have to legalize. How do you start a fraternity, right? How do you start a group? How do you start a coalition?
Those are
And then,
nonprofit organizations.
right. So you dropped your flag. Now you can start your own revolutionary organization, my brother. Okay? So, yeah. But yeah, Hassan, I know you was talking about brothers criticizing them and shit like that.
Yeah, so,
Crazy.
what we have to do, it's time. Like, people don't understand. I got my slogan where I say, get the mop. It's time for us to clean up the black community, because we can't win a war with ourselves and outside of ourselves at the same time. And the nigga mentality has to go. These dudes that's running around corrupting our kids and using our kids to carry their guns and do their dirty work, it has to go. It has to stop.
Yeah.
And acting like we don't, that mentality, I tell people all the time, right? That mentality where you mind your business. No, where I live at, in the middle class area where the rich is at, they don't mind their business. When you
No.
corrupt in the neighborhood, they get rid of you. In our neighborhoods, we allow we allow niggas to come back to our neighborhood, and they keep their foot in our neighborhoods, not because they love the hood, but because they know if they ever fall off their feet, they can come back and they can throw a brick in the neighborhood. They can sell some fentanyl, they can sell some dope, they can sell some coke. That's how they look at you. They don't want to live where you live at, but they'll come back every once in a while and give some turkeys out, some turkeys out that the mayor might have gave them, and act like they spent they tax money. Like, nah, my nigga, enough is enough. The Nino Brown shit got to go in the garbage, where we could destroy our neighborhood and then act like we doing for it by giving some turkeys out. Like, nah, keep your turkey, my nigga. You poison.
Right.
And your food is poison.
100%.
Hold up. What's the difference between them niggas and them colonizers that came on Thanksgiving and gave us the blankets with smallpox?
Nothing.
You gonna give me a turkey, then you gonna sell me crack? My nigga, you gotta go.
They do. And they promote it. They promote this stupid shit. And they give it a light. And this like this gang culture shit is really done. It's baked. It's done. There's no value to it. like even the mafia. We can say the mob, right? But they infiltrated casinos, unions, the infrastructure. All we do is toss signs up and be in rap videos. We gotta change this shit. Fuck that. Even them blood and Crips in California, them old niggas is cops. A lot of them old niggas then became activists. A lot of them blood Crip niggas that was blood and Crip and the original niggas. A lot of them niggas ain't bank robbers. They began to work for UCLA and USC and all this shit, bro. They began to make moves. A lot of them made moves, bro. You know what I mean?
But we got to be careful again. That's why I said, make sure we solution based and we understand the slave consciousness, and we always understand that. See, there's chemicals in the marijuana. There's chemicals in the alcohol. There's race specific. Chemicals, biochemical weapons that make us hyper aggressive, that make us bipolar, that causes dementia, schizophrenia, right? So yes, we hold Pinocchio accountable, but we know that Geppetto, the puppet master, is pulling the strings. So we have to defend ourselves against our brothers who hate themselves, who can harm us, but we know the real enemy is the white man. So it's very important for us to always bring it back to the white man.
Exactly, because this cycle would never been able to continue if they wouldn't have allowed it in their communities. Because like I told my bro the other day, how is it that we all from these gangs, from all these hoods, when as soon as they call martial law, they kick everybody out their house and say this is a military base now. In LA too. I don't care if you're from 62nd and Briarhurst, from the 20s all the way up to the hundreds up Western and Vernon Avenue. If there's martial law in Los Angeles, that's nobody's hood no more. Nobody's from 6-0, rolling 30s, nothing. That is a military base. So how is it that we gangbanging? Because as soon as it's theirs again. We don't own the mineral rights. We could buy the land, but we don't never own the mineral rights. So it's like it's not ours. Nothing.
Well, my dear brother, it's very important for us to understand that when you at war, and your opposition, we are the opposition, right? Divided or unified, we are the opposition. So when you are aware, whether you're divided or unified, you're the opposition, meaning we are all enemies to the white man, and the white man is our enemy, right? We don't have the luxury of discarding or discrediting any of our, soldiers that's in our army, whether it's unified or not. So we have to be mindful of certain conversations and understanding empathy and patience. And I'm going to leave with this. We have to only think about what we want, forget about what we don't want, never speak about what we don't have, because we have a lot of brothers who want to unify, who want to come together. And I want to give, Hassan his flowers for consistently trying to stand for something and having the courage to speak about things that need to be spoken about.
Right.
All right.
And I want to give you your flowers, my brother, because from the first day you came home, when you was booking Gary shit over there downtown in Harlem, you've been the same nigga. Niggas probably watch you on Instagram and think this is something like you've been the same person. I ain't know you from before you went to jail. So from when I first met you, you've been this very same person, bro. I swear to God, bro. There's nothing made up about you, Smart.
You definitely, and I like that. We gotta have that because we teach things.
Oh, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Real shit,
every time
I met you, bro.
Every time I see
Smart, you was gonna take over this shit. You told niggas your word meant something out here in that very studio session. You told niggas you wanted the lights dimmed a certain way, like you wanted shit the way you needed it, bro. Real shit, bro.
Like one thing I love about Smarts, man. Every conversation I see is very impactful and it's meaningful. You get something out of it. You planting seeds out here, and that's what we need to do because evil take no days off. And it's like some of the things that I'm seeing and I'm being witness to with the colonizers is diabolical. And it's like right now they pit bulls on chains. They hungry, they starving, and like you said, they vampires. People are looking at it like it's a joke. It's not a joke. These people are and shout out to the decent, the good white people out there that support, black people in our fight. But the reality of it is, there's a war going on in their minds. We running around and we acting like everything is all good. I'm looking at these colonizers sit up there talking about Y'all shooting 20 people at a time. Them niggas is talking about we one shot, we one kill. One
You got
shot, one kill.
Forest Hill
Zeke and
Queens selling land in
Zeke
Gaza.
and Hassan, y'all
How
both
you
come from
selling
that
land in
essence.
Gaza and you're enforced your people are selling
Zeke
pot
and Hassan,
in
y'all both come
Gaza
from that
Queens,
essence of New
bro.
York City where
You
y'all was still
Queens.
trying to save the generations going forward. So y'all have that in y'all heart to do that. That's why y'all naturally are the way y'all. There's no way y'all could fake it. That's what y'all come from. That's what New York City was when y'all was coming up. It was never about destroying the communities. So while y'all have that in your heart, it's rubbing off to my generation now. Because as we're getting older, we're starting to notice that nobody ever reached out for us, ever. So the people that are still here preaching that word of save the community, stop the violence, put the guns down. If this nigga's a big homie still acting like a sucker, then lead us or leave us. We
Relly,
respect y'all for that,
Relly,
bro. Y'all the
Relly. What
OGs
happened,
to
Relly?
us,
Relly,
bro.
what happened, Relly? Relly, I'm gonna tell you what happened. See, with us was everybody getting the hustle, right? So we had red tops. Everybody was in red tops. You was getting down with the rap. If you was down with the rap crew, it's just you and them niggas. See, the internet opened a new chain, not because it's trolling. It created something called monetization. So now, why I gotta fuck with them for? If I come online and argue with niggas for 2-3 hours, I can get donations, I can get cash apps, I can get super chats. So that's where the game went. So now what happens is you have a bunch of gang wars that's created from online because it's monetized. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Our generation let to go outside. Like a lot of people don't know, really. I know Hassan Campbell personally before YouTube, before I even knew he had a YouTube channel. I met him around some of Harlem triple OGs. You know what I'm saying? When I first met him. You know what I'm saying? But see,
Mm-hmm.
nobody didn't know that. Nobody would know that. You know what I'm saying? But when I met Hassan and we first built, it was a strong build because one thing about our generation, we always talked about getting out the hood, enlightening the youth. The youth got to be smart. What happened is the gang culture for them fucked shit up
They
because
said no lie to drop your
from being
flag challenge
smart
is cool, but
to
nobody
let
shows
the
the
jail
aftermath.
out.
See,
You
my
know?
fault, Zeke, for cutting you off, OG. See, the thing about time and fixing things, especially a community or a race of people, because it's our black people against our black people when we talking about gangs in New York City, is you need time and patience, like Smart was just saying, to fix these kind of situations. But the steps you take in order to show that you want to change are dropping your flag and getting
Yeah.
with a different type of movement in life. Because like I said, bro, when all these legends that formed the music we make, we put our gangs into our music, all this they weren't gangs, bro. They were crews of people that were running around trying to chase their dreams, get money, and save their community and stay away from the goddamn police. Now
Yeah.
it's a bunch of OGs running around hiring little kids to do federal favors, like Hassan just said. How
This is
you gonna
true.
let a nigga tell your son to go on a mission? You ain't even tell your son go on a mission.
But you know what though? But you know what though, Relly? I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when me with my grandkids, right? I do things with them so there's no distraction. Like I take them swimming every Saturday. My wife takes them to church. We take them to we chasing them manually. Not just sit in the house. We take them to the library, picking books up. So now we're distracting any distractions to the point now where they're less on the tablet and more into picking a book up and learning something. And they're asking questions. We don't play hip hop videos around them. We got news and conscious shows on because that's what happened with us. See what happened with us was the secret with us was by us being poor. We took a lot of knowledge in watching 5 channels, the news. We knew about 2020. Like that shit in the Gaza Strip, that shit been going on all our generations.
I don't know what people. I'm putting together a boxing event on October 24th for the young drill rappers in the Bronx to come together. I got two different hoods that's beefing with each other, coming together to box in the Freeport PEL. The police gonna be there, hired security, metal detectors, food tables, music. I got Miss Hustle coming, Loaded Lux, T-Rex, battle rappers that people looked up to, Graph. All these people coming to support this event because I got the youth boxing each other and all they want to do is shoot each
That's
other.
big.
That's
That's
Yeah.
big.
dope. That you know
That's only
what? Because
sport.
the
If
whole
I had
key to it
to
is
fight.
that niggas don't realize after you knuckle up, y'all might actually become best friends.
Real shit.
But once those bullets come out of the gun, you can't put it back. You can't put the soul back into the body.
You can't. You
Yeah.
can't. You can't. So
Because we fought back in the days. I'm gonna be honest with you. We did a lot of fight. If somebody got shot in 1980, it's because he really did something to somebody. You know what I'm saying? It was really
Yo,
we
I
went
came
to,
up around the OGs of the hip hop industry. I
but
came up
I'm
on
not gonna lie
Kingsbridge
to you,
Road. I
really. In
grew up.
my hood, we played football. We played football. So a lot of the blocks, 108th, 107th, 99th, Sugar Hill, we all played in
Oh, you
football.
came up in Harlem, Zeke?
Yeah, so that kept the peace. Because remember, the dudes that had the blocks had the teams. Like OG Warren had the Broadway Bulldogs. Sugar Hill Tone had the Sugar Hill. Rest in peace, Pam Z had the Carver Mall. We had the
Yo,
crew.
salute, salute.
So that kept the peace with us. So we knew what.
This man from M.O.P, brother, salute.
Was good, man. Was
Hey,
good.
man, I be watching. I just wanted to tap in. I agree with all this old head stuff on 53. My gangster been on the beam, but I'm a grown man. I don't care about that. But I
MOP
just
like
posted
Annie up MOP?
Yeah, the M.O.P. Yeah, that's man.
M.O.P. Exactly.
DR period did that
Yeah,
MOP. My man,
DR period did that beat,
he
yeah.
did that beat for y'all. I know DR period in the sun.
All right. What I wanted to touch on quick fast, I just posted a picture, right, on my Instagram. Me and a dude, 4 Grain Prizes. I'm from everywhere, right? Back in the early 90s when I came from up north, I cut a brother, right? But I never got a chance to learn him, know him, or whatever. But today, I cut him and I got shot over it, right? But today, if you go on my Instagram, man_MOP, you will see me and this dude Squeak are best friends. And I'm ready to start putting it out there because they spinning the block for dumb shit. These kids is killing each other, right? This man got a mark on his face from here to here. I got bullet wound. But today we are best friends.
That's dope.
So everybody bullhorn this and that. And I was like, I was quiet with it, but I'm through people, y'all should get a podcast. I don't want to do all that, but I do want to go on a run and put it out there. Like, look at his face and look at me, but we best friends. Then one of his cousins passed away from 4 Grain Project named Fly Tie. His son was coming up, Rich Nunu, good drill artist, right?
Shout out Rich Nuno, he locked up right now.
And I started working with him because the same story. Squeaky is the cousin, Fly Tie's father. Once again, I cut him. He shot me. But together, we bringing the kids together. We come together. We grown men, man. I don't hate you enough to want to take your life. Who the fuck am I to take your life? Or to say I'm about to murder this. For what? So all the bullhorns and under respect, I did 20 years, y'all should stop this. I'm ready to really push this story of that. It's not that deep. We didn't have nobody to school us to give us the information now. Now these kids got all the information in the world. But the older dudes in the community, y'all know what he did last night. Y'all make it feel accepted to come sitting outside with us later on the next day. But y'all do all that shooting and wild stuff at night. I didn't have that growing up. Dudes would tell us about ourselves. Yo, y'all niggas get out of here. Yo, y'all hot. So we were calm down because this is who we look up to. This is who we want to be around. Even some of these old head rappers, I'm going to start calling their names out. I don't give a fuck. Y'all say they're doing this all day, blood up, blood this and that. Like he said, y'all sending kids out there. But respectfully, you ain't going to have nobody sending your kids out there. Jimmy's son ain't running around in the communities on no blood shit, but you entice the other motherfucking kids to do it.
Come on now.
You know what? That's why none of these celebrities want to mention my name because I was like pretty much the one that was getting in their ass when they sit up there and they sell that ignorance to our community.
Even
And they all ignore or act like I don't exist. They won't even mention me because I'm not going for it because once you hit a certain age, with age comes wisdom. And I'm
right.
not telling nobody what to do in your life, but when we was growing up, there was a saying that said the game is to be sold, not to be told.
Mm-hmm.
So if we was doing wrong, you wouldn't know that we was doing wrong unless you was in our business. These niggas
Right.
is broadcast. Ignorance is for sale to the black community.
Right.
So now, when you see when I see our youth being destroyed, and I say something, I become public enemy number one. A lot
Oh,
of
bro.
people do not like Hassan Campbell, is because I hold men to a standard of what we're supposed to be doing as far as raising our kids and just elevating, going back and buying the land back. I don't
Listen,
knock.
that's
I
what
don't
you
knock
do.
no.
You sit in a good message. So whatever all the personal shit about you, like I know guys, one time I text you about somebody like, yo, he got the mob business. I know guys you should be going through it with. We all find over there on my page. I'm not unblocking you. I don't give a fuck who see this. You understand what I'm saying? I'm my
Right.
own man. You feel me, bro?
And
And
you
I
know,
respect what you be doing. I don't get caught up in all the other comments. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I'm on here now. If I ain't, you know, oh, you fuck with him, I see him on your shit, yeah. What's up? It's my pleasure.
damn.
I won't give a fuck what a nigga say about Hassan because I know the game, but I came
I
up
don't.
around. I came up on Kingsbridge Road, Coke La Rock, DJ Kool Herc, Supreme, Scott La Rock Jr. These niggas told me great stories about Hassan. So for every
And I
bad
feel
story, I done
like
heard
that's
real
something
stories. I done heard
different.
real stories from niggas who was there when hip hop started. DJ Red
I
Alert,
don't
my
know
OG.
personally.
DJ Red
I
Alert,
don't
my
fucking
OG.
know.
Cool G Mims in the live right now. I ain't never heard a bad story about Hassan from Red. So I don't care, nigga.
Well, ain't too many people jacket clean. I don't give a fuck. I ain't have a clean jacket, but it's how I live today. You know what I'm saying? I don't get caught up in that. That man, I see what he do, and I fuck with what he do.
You know what? That's what makes us grown men because we all came up in a way, you know, where most of my friends was killers. Most of my friends done caught bodies. Are they running around catching bodies now? No, niggas is grown men
Oh, oh
taking care of
man.
their family. Grown men taking care of their family. The problem is that we cannot save our community. Right now the black community is on life support,
Hmm.
and these devils are ready to pull the plug on us.
100%.
If
What
if
they do
we
with
don't get it together, if we don't get it together, right now, the face of evil, that man from overseas, I ain't gonna say his name because they taking niggas platforms for talking about them people. But we know who we talking about. The people overseas are playing Call of Duty for poor people. They're playing Hunger Games. They're throwing food to these people. And when they go to get the food, they airing them out. So
Hmm.
now, once President Trump was accused of being on that Epstein list, everything about him changed for the worse. And now all you keep seeing is that face of evil from overseas standing next to him. If they're doing that to them people over there, what you think they're getting ready to do to us next? We have to start moving military minded. The black
Yeah.
woman and the black child is the most unprotected in the world,
Mm-hmm.
especially in America. That has to change. A man is incomplete without his woman and his kid. A man is incomplete without his woman and kid. And right now, what we have to start in the black community, and this is why with me dealing with the nigga Loki Smooler, the
Uh-huh.
reason why we're beefing is because he does not like the drop the flag challenge. And it's like, my man, you lost your child to gang violence and you
Yeah.
still want to promote gang violence. I'm never going to accept that. I'm never going to understand that. And once you decided to attack the movement, you waged war on positivity. Evil has to go. Evil has to go. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. If that man didn't give a fuck about whether his child lived or died, what makes you think he gonna give a fuck about whether one of our children live or die?
Exactly.
He brought Adam 22 back to the hood and showed him the crack spot. That shows how ignorant he is.
You let
He
him
brought Adam
infiltrate even
22.
more.
He brought Adam 22 to the hood and took him inside the projects in a crack spot, my nigga. What are we doing?
You let these niggas
He's not a little.
infiltrate.
He's not a little boy. He's a grown ass man. This is a grown ass man doing this.
Yeah.
So it got to get to the point to where that if we're going to save ourselves, because the reality of it is that you got people that live in private houses throughout the
Mm-hmm.
country that live in the country, and then you got us that live by the cities. Like
Right.
we separated, we divided within ourselves. Every project, every city has a subway system that goes in and out for the military. Every highway, every major highway has a precinct next to it to trap us in. Once they throw the switch, they can cut off
They block
whatever
everything
goes
off.
in. Everything is blocked off.
Everything
There's
blocked off.
nothing. There's nothing. All they have to do is just wait for us to start flipping on each other because now they done cut our in and out. Nobody in the hood. Niggas got more sneakers than what they got food stored in their cabinets. How you gonna win? You ain't prepared for battle.
I just said that.
You
I just said that earlier. I said when Dawn stopped fighting our cases, who we set in our family to go become a lawyer? Nobody. So how you gonna win in court? Nobody knows how to garden. Nobody's a healer. Nobody's a builder. Nobody knows how to run wires through a house to run electricity. We just know how to rap and run up fields and shit talk each other, bro. And when you look from the outside looking in their infiltrated world, that's all they did to us throughout history. It's our history to tell. They flipped it on us and then told us run up a field, run up a court, and rap. And that's the way you could get rich here. That's how they do us.
but see, you know what? Now we at the end game. Like when you watch the Avengers and you
Mm-hmm.
see Thanos, this is the end game. So all of the ways that they gave us to get money, like the rap game,
Mm-hmm.
which they always controlled. You see how they took it back?
Yep.
The last stand is podcasting. And at some point in time, if we don't use this last stand and use the money that comes from this to build something for ourselves, we are getting ready to enter digital slavery.
I'm happy you said that. Because rap used to be
Digital
our savior.
slavery.
That used to be able to be our funding to save our communities. They killed the rap
Not no
game.
more.
They
It's over.
killed it.
It's over. And you know, for me, honestly speaking, I think it's time for us to stop taking our. It's time for us to just say no to the Board of Education. Period. Most
Homeschool.
people, a lot of people don't understand. They don't understand, right? You make your child go to school for the first 20 years out of their life if they don't drop out, and when you add it up, it's like the math ain't adding because there's too many people that's struggling. There's way too many people that can't pay their bills. So what are you going to school for? You went to school to struggle? You went and got a degree to struggle? And you mean to tell me, and people get mad at me, but I say it all the time. The dumbest people in the world are rich.
Swear to God.
The smart ones are broke. Explain that. Explain to me how you got a nigga like Kodak Black. He's rich.
Mm-hmm.
He can't even he cannot even articulate words out of his mouth. He can't even give you a straight sentence.
At all.
You should feel embarrassed as a person that we allowed the powers to be to take the most ignorant niggas out of our community and make them rich. And then you done bust your ass to study and study and study, and your reward is poverty. The reward they gave you for studying is poverty.
And college, and on student loans. You still owe them after you learned. Go learn for 4 years and then pay us for learning for 4 years.
Hold up. Ain't this that son that got clapped in Mount Haven? If that was son that got clapped in Mount Haven, just hypothetically speaking, because I don't know nothing about that, why would you want to write in my comment section, and why would you think that there's something cool about saying that? Being a man, a grown man. What's wrong with you? Who raised you? Your mother or your father? Who got you so hurt, so butthurt in life that you actually just thought that you were saying something positive? Or rather, you were saying like you scored some points. Not over here, my nigga. You can get out of my comment section.
That's crazy. I can't even see the comments. The last comment I see is KG Racks free Rich Nunu. The comments not even moving over mine.
For real. Like the level of ignorance. Like, so you happy, you happy somebody got shot? So you happy.
Yeah, I ain't
You could
never
definitely
been.
you could definitely tell he got the colonizer blood running all through him.
Swear to God, man. That's why they sent them, man. They want to keep us trapped, bro. I think it's people with other niggas DMs on Instagram like, yo, argue with this nigga all day. I got you. That's the devil, bro. I used to be 100% into that game, so I ain't gonna act like I'm so much different than these guys who trolling. But like, I'm on to something different now. I hit my 30th year of life. I'm trying to save the people younger than me, man. I dropped that crip shit. I ain't doing no put-offs with nobody because niggas is ignorant and segregational and separational is not with no programs anyway. So don't never ask me about no put-offs because I feel like New York gangbanging ain't real anyway. It's like The Sims. It's a simulation. They lying to younger kids to get them to come outside with guns. If it was like some GD shit where they told you to go become a firefighter, go become a cop, go become a lawyer, go become this, go become a chef, go become a teacher, and then still be a part of this growth and development, that's infiltration. That's power. In the Bronx, in Harlem, in Manhattan, in Brooklyn, they're telling the kids to go kill across the street. I can't be a part of that, bro. I got 2 daughters. I be damned. I be damned, nigga. I preach that I was Crip the last 10 years. So the next little nigga who turned Crip this year, I could tell him to go hurt somebody. Cause that's all that's out here to do. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. And y'all can't tell me to be with it, nigga. And y'all not gonna do nothing to me about not being with it because I was in it and y'all wasn't. Y'all know. So don't act like y'all gonna do something to me about being positive either. Fuck niggas talking about, nigga.
You know what? I'm proud of you for dropping your flag and actually showing young brothers that they can have the strength to drop their flag because the first line of defense is making it home to our wives and children. The first line of defense, your mom, your set, your gang is your wife and your kids.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who invites you to something that's going to take you away from your wife and your kids, unless we on the forefront of fighting for our people to save our people, you are the enemy, my nigga. Running around trying to, get ghetto points, being hood fabulous, getting ghetto points, and just bathed in the limelight of ignorance is over.
It's over.
Because every step and every breath that I took on social media, I've always swung and did what I did. And I birthed other niggas like Charleston White doing the same thing that I'm doing. I birthed a lot of dudes that's doing what I'm doing. And the ones that stand on course and stand on track, I salute them because it's not always about the money. The money came along as time went on. I was on social media for 2 years. I didn't even know I could make money doing what I'm doing. So it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't all about the money. But now, when you become public enemy number one and you become famous and you a household name, you can't afford to be in certain places with certain elements because evil never takes a day off. And as we seen with Charlie Kirk, whether people like him or not, that man died for using his voice.
Exactly, having his own opinions. And I never,
They made
until
it.
right now, I never spoke on that shit. I ain't say nothing about that shit from the day he passed, but I was never going to stand with the other end of, oh, he said this about black people, he said that. That's the man died standing on his own opinions, bro. You're allowed to have your own opinion in this world. That don't mean somebody is allowed to shoot you, bro. You're not.
Listen, I don't like Charlie Kirk. I don't like him. He didn't like us. But he died for using, and this is what people be talking about. Oh, y'all ain't outside doing the work. What, marching? That's not work.
You
Giving
know
out
why
fake
Charlie
turkeys?
Kirk spoke the
That's
way
not
he
work.
spoke, Hassan? Because we don't have nobody speaking how he spoke on our end no more. Ain't no more spokespersons or black leaders speaking up for our race no more. So people like him look to our race and be like, what is the majority that's going on with the black population?
See, here's the thing, right? I'm never gonna be the black man because I seen a white woman have sex with a horse. Act like all white women have sex with horses. I'm never gonna be the man that's gonna categorize a whole race of people. Oh, I was on the train yesterday and the white woman was smelling like bologna.
That
So
means
now I'm
all
gonna
white women smell like bologna. No.
or so now I'm gonna sit up there and say, well, all white women smell like poodles.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
right.
doing that to them. So now when you got a Charlie Kirk
He see
or
one
like
thing
the
and he put it on all
or a
of them.
lot of them, like I'm looking at a lot of these dudes, a lot of these white guys, and they're accusing us of being on welfare. Like I'm not on welfare. I don't know what it's like to get food stamps. My wife don't know what it like is like to get food stamps. We actually go in the store and we spending cash and looking at the shopping cart like, damn, this little bit costs that much. You see what I'm saying? So when I see these colonizers making videos and they just putting all of us, like I live in a nice house. And every chance I get, I upgrade my house. I'm looking to upgrade my house even more. And to see people sit up there and say, well, we all from the yes, I'm from the projects. I love where I'm from. Bronx River is like my mecca, but that don't mean I ever want to go back to those cages because that's like a minimum or medium security prison. It's a concentration camp, and I understand that. Some people don't. Oh, you think you're better than us? No, I think I'm better than what the fuck they did to us.
Exactly.
We don't belong there. We belong with farmland. We belong with wells. We belong where we can actually sit up there and look at the crayfish and the fish going through the streams and the rivers. We do not belong in the caves because the reality of it is the projects is the real caves. So when you boast and you brag about living in the projects, you don't even understand. They tricked you out of God's green earth and gave you a concrete jungle where you ain't even got that much grass.
With a liquor store across the street.
Liquor store, Chinese restaurant. Chinese restaurants are not in white neighborhoods. They don't want them there. They don't want them there. We got the worst foods in our communities. The worst.
Kennedy
This
Fried
is why.
Chicken.
Let me
Kennedy
listen. Let
Fried
me tell you
Chicken.
something. They say death comes in threes, right? You know how many fucking people? I'm waiting. Like I got interviews that people want me to do right now, and I can't even do the interviews because I'm waiting on the dates of funerals. I got about 10 different funerals I'm waiting on the dates for. Everybody's dying of cancer. Nobody's talking about cancer. Everybody's dying of cancer.
My grandfather just died of cancer not too long ago. Lung cancer.
May
Third
may he
stage.
rest in peace. I don't even like death done hit me so much to the point to where that is like it makes it hard. You almost numb to grieving. You almost numb to it. It's like doctors in the hospital. They done seen so many people die every day. It's
No
like nothing.
doubt,
Oh, he's
man.
dead.
R.P. my OG, man.
Yeah, may he rest in peace.
Real Harlem nigga, man. Worked out, ran numbers for Bumpy Johnson, man.
But one thing I want you to understand, Rel, is that when you decide to become a voice of positivity, when you decide to be a light in darkness, you are going to create enemies for yourself. And you got to be prepared for that.
100%.
You have to be prepared for that. Sometimes you got to get out of Sodom and Gomorrah. You got to use all your energy and all your willpower to get out of Sodom and Gomorrah because where we live at, where we come from, it's evil. It's a dark cloud over our community. We're not supposed to be there. We have to break the spells that's been cast on us as a people. And until we do that, you got people that's living in the hood, good people that's living in the hood that don't want to say they feel like prisoners. They can't go outside. They can't send their kids outside. They raising their children the right way. But the parent don't understand is get down and lay down. If they kid don't get down with the right gang, the wrong shit gonna happen to them. That's why you got 13-year-old kids dying. How a
Broad
16-year-old
daylight.
how
For
a
other young
16-year-old
kids.
yeah, a 16-year-old airing out a 13-year-old. Where's all the fathers at?
This shit's sickening, bro.
Where's all the fathers at? Matter of fact, where's all these niggas that call themselves kings and queens?
You
What
know
what
what's
the
the
fuck
worst
at?
part? I got a
On
phone
social
call.
media?
I got a phone call because my people's from out there in Queens. I graduated high school in Queens. The young 13-year-old kid was sex, money, murder.
Right. And you know what? I believe that the young 13-year-old kid had a knuckle game. And the
And that's why they
16-year-old
shot him.
kid, and the 16-year-old kid, I could tell. And the 16-year-old kid said, okay, I can't beat this little 13-year-old, so I'm gonna headshot him. Coward. It's a coward. But yeah, we definitely got to do something on the bigger stage and own. Do you have a YouTube page already?
Yeah. I'll be up. I got my own YouTube page, and then we run my YouTube, the podcast. Me and my man Nino Brown up there on his platform. We go up there on live, and we do the podcast together. Cause I
Yeah,
don't
we're
really
gonna
be going
definitely have to
live on
start
my
doing some.
YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing some work on YouTube because one thing about Instagram, like Instagram is like it's cool, but we got to go on the big stage, the big arena. I'm not gonna let Instagram give me 100 or 200 or 300 people in the building. I'm
Mm-hmm.
used to going live with thousands of people. That's my arena right here.
Yeah.
Instagram don't pay me. This is child's play right here.
Whenever, big
So
bro. You
you
see, if you do the stream, y'all link, whatever it is, you send it through. I'll pull up on the YouTube.
Yeah, you got to hit me in my DM and drop your number so we can get in contact because it's many a topics. And like I said, man, you representing a younger generation, and we need more voices of the younger generation, to speak because the reality of it is that time is not on our side.
Mm-hmm.
Time is not on our side. Evil doesn't take a day off, and we fighting a losing battle if we don't get it together. So
Yes, sir.
we definitely got to get it together.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna DM you my number soon. I'm gonna DM my number right now.
And shout out to everybody that attended in the audience. Y'all stay tuned because I'm getting ready to go live on YouTube. Peace out.
Yes, sir.